What's up? And welcome back to another episode of 100 Southeast Asian Films in 100 Days. And today we'll be going through these 5 films. And the first one this week, The Vertical Ray of the Sun by Tran Anh Hung. I just love seeing so many gorgeous shots in the film. The eyes of the camera were fluid, kinetic, silent, honest and alive. It tracks movement and captures emotions vividly. The angles were intriguing that had subtle and evident metaphors. The editing also felt seamless and natural. It just felt like simply breathing. If this film had a personality, I would describe it as affectionate, methodical, and sensual. The screenplay and acting is intelligent. I found that some questions in the film were answered with facial expressions and body language. It's a rewarding experience for paying attention. Another thing to note was contrast, because I noticed there were differences in color, lighting, and blocking that explains more than words could. And this film had a bit of Wong Kar-wai DNA in it. And the second film this week, Century of Birthing by Lav Diaz. I felt like I was in a trance watching this film. This had multiple stories string together. It's distinctive with what is real and what is not. But that line slowly fades over time and starts making you question what's real and what's not. Not just about the film, but beyond it. It doesn't just erase that line between fantasy and reality. It does it with the audience. That's what makes this film raw and honest. It has an innately personal way of questioning everything which can be observed at the characters. The feelings and emotions I felt were a range of ups and downs, like life itself. It's peaceful, at the same time desolate, and at the end there's only pain. It's a film you can fall in love with once you start resonating with it. It's a reflection of what's true and ugly about the world we've built. And the third film this week, Oro Plata Mata by Peke Galaga. This film sees the outcomes of a war in the Philippines through the lens of the bourgeoisie, who are not spared by it. It is the descent and change of human behaviors when law and order has no control anymore, only fear and brutality reigns. The production design and the art style gave this film the epic characteristics that go from living in the grandest house in the country to ruins and houses made from straws. It's not just distinctive but also immersed you in a specific point of view. It doesn't have to show their colonizers to display the terrors and effects it can do internally. The act itself of invading, colonizing, and intimidating is enough to cause chaos amongst the country's own people. The ending is one where it shows who really wins at the end, and what and which kind of people truly survives and thrives after everything. And the fourth film this week, Traveling Circus by Viet Linh. This film is ahead of its time. It's a succinct yet impactful story about exploitation. It is about humans and our pursuit of status and wealth by any means necessary. The character structure has different hierarchy, different levels to power and wealth to control the poor. The characters have different dynamics, some able to control other characters and some could only watch. In a world run by humans, there's always someone bigger who will take its place, just like animals would. There's so much to talk about this, from individual characters to who we are as humans, that makes this film so relatable even in today's modern world. This film manages to show so much with little time. It's a film where you can feel its ripple no matter how far or close you are. It's relatable because it innately perpetuates in human nature. And the fifth film this week, 3 Years Without God by Mario O'Hara. This is another film set in the Philippines during the war and invasion of colonizers. The characters are not just well written, but a metaphor for the Filipino people as a whole when looking at a bigger picture. The characters all go through a tumultuous and brutal life during the war, and no matter which road they take, it leads them to their demise. That their nation is being used as pawns by nations that are more powerful. This film shows a clear picture of how nations can shape the lives of individuals who have no say in anything, and their only goal is to survive. When that survival instinct takes over, division and individualism grows like a wildflower. There's so many more points that makes this film so profound, but this is all I could squeeze in for now. And that is this week's 5 films. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down your thoughts. And I'll see you next week. Bye.